welcome to the Paladins Constellation Update Show. I'll be your host for today. My name is Hyrez Jewel, and here with me today I have the boys, Fish and Ethan. How are you guys doing today?
Hey, doing well. How's it going?
It's going well. You know, it's a nice day outside. Got a lot of stuff to talk about today. So, so we have a lot to talk about in this update with skins, balances, a new Schism, Starforged event pass, and the new champion that everybody on social media is thirsting over.
That's right.
For lack of a better word.
For good reason.
But, so if you guys are ready, we can go ahead and jump into it.
Let's do it.
Alrighty.
All right, so we'll start off with some balance changes. Going into it, we have changes coming to Drogos.
Alright, I will cover those. First off, his Fire Spit. We increased the projectile size a little bit to help players confirm it more, and then also his Thruster was increased the forward distance. That 87.5% is actually the number in between the level 3 and 4 cards, so those have been put at base. So this will be a great change for Drogos players, which I'm really excited about.
Well, quality of life love rolling some of his card that kind of, at least the latter felt kind of mandatory, and now it's always there, so you can get some more diversity.
And now with those changes being introduced at base, his Follow the Scent card, we still have given players the opportunity to increase the projectile size if they want to. And then his new Propel card is you gain 10% of your maximum booster fuel after using Thrust, which is going to be really strong, but will be very interesting to see it play out. Yeah.
And we'll keep an eye on it in PTS, see how it plays.
Right, and I'm sure people will be happy about those changes.
We hope so.
And then moving on, we have changes happening to everyone's favorite, Eevee.
That's right. Previously, Eevee also felt like she had a mandatory card in Flicker, and now we've rolled a heal proc into her base cast of Blink, and then we have made some adjustments to some of her lesser performing cards. We've got a buff on Avalanche, increasing it for 4 seconds after elimination to 6. For Cold-Blooded, we've reduced or increased the cooldown reduction from 1 second per rank to 1.25 seconds per rank. Flicker has been reduced because that's rolled down into her base kit. It should still hit the same max. And then Frigid Field is going to increase from heal for 50 to heal for 60 while Ice Block is active. We also touched Howling Gale. That is going to start at a base of 15 and then increase at 10% per rank. So hopefully Eevee feeling a little smoother.
Yeah, and again, I'm sure people are going to be very happy about these changes. I know everyone online really cares a lot about Eevee.
Well,
has a very dedicated fan base.
Hopefully they'll get a little love and enjoy playing her a little bit more.
All right, so then let's go ahead and move on to our newest champion, or latest champion, Lilith. Everyone's favorite vampire mommy.
I'm sure nobody saw this coming.
No, okay. Well, yeah, so Heart of Crimson used to have a small knockback applied to it when you hit people, which usually was for blasters, but felt a little off of her, and people were having issues, especially if you were in the air and hit by it. It was very disorienting. So we've just completely removed it. So there we go.
Yep.
Simple change.
Nice quality of life.
As a person who loves BMing and being annoying in games, I'm sad about this, but I can definitely see why this change needed to be made.
Yeah.
All right. And then moving on, let's go ahead and talk about Sati. What's happening with her?
Sati's also trying to reduce some frustration points. Her win rate is actually in a reasonable place, but people still find her frustrating to go against, so we just smoothed off some rough edges. For Dead Ringer, previously, if you destroyed the decoy, you would be revealed for 3 seconds, and that can be extended with a card. We're reducing that to 0.5 seconds to hopefully open up a little bit more counterplay against that ability. We've also touched some of her cards. Some of the complaints we saw were about her survivability, and her health is relatively standard for the role. But these cards, Designer Armor and Hide, allowed her to push that a little higher, die a little less. She did have a relatively strong KDA, and we wanted to be, she's supposed to be able to put out damage, but by reducing Designer Armor from 50 to 40 and changing Hide to reduce it from 0.15 seconds to 0.125. It scales up a little slower, so hopefully you'll be able to confirm those kills against Sati more reliably.
Awesome, and I'm sure we'll be seeing a little bit more of Sati going on into the update show.
Yeah.
All right, and then let's talk about Ying, who the probably the most recognizable character in my opinion.
Yes, one of the oldest healers, finally getting a buff, which all Ying healer mains will really enjoy. Her life exchange talent is going from 700 to 800, and then the talent no longer increases the cooldown by 1 second, so you'll be able to heal more in multiple ways. And then her card efficiency just reduced the cooldown of dimensional link that got buffed slightly from going from 1 second to 1.25. So she got some love in multiple areas, which will make playing her as a healer feel really nice.
Hopefully a little bit more mobility if you use that card.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe I just have a small brain, but I can never keep track of Ying when I play.
Well,
I'm always turned around.
I mean,
and
teleporting to a clone, that is a pretty disorienting. It can be for both the player and definitely for the enemies, yeah.
I can't tell them apart.
nobody knows how that ability works. So.
All right. And that's it for balance changes. We'll have the patch notes uploaded sometime after this show, so keep an eye out for that, for the full list of changes and everything coming with this update. But going ahead and moving on, we have a new Schism coming, Siege from Ascension Peak. You want to talk about that a bit?
Yeah, let's do. So what we did for the first two Schisms was a Siege Beyond about the item store and a Siege Beyond about the cart. We got some community feedback. Players were not particularly engaged by those, so we've had requests for a long time to bring back some of our old game modes, and we've done that for Schism 3. We've brought back Siege of Ascension Peak, which was one of our earlier event game modes, and we have made a couple of changes to it. Mostly, it is a Magistrate versus Resistance themed mode, with the Magistrate launching artillery blasts onto the battlefield, hitting both sides, and we have more Magistrate and more Resistance champions in the game now, so we've added those to the two rosters. We also, the mode that is, or the version that's going live with this patch is going to allow selection instead of the original random, and it's going to allow duplicates. So really see some creative compositions from that Magistrate and that Resistance roster. And we hope that players are either enjoying it for the first time if they're newer players, or getting some nostalgia out of it for bringing it back.
Mm-hmm. And we actually have some B-roll of this was before my time.
Yeah.
But the original Siege from Ascension Peak, and I'm sure a lot of players are going to be happy that this is coming back.
Yeah, let's take a look. Is still in rotation, and we have brought back the mode so people, like I said, can experience it either for the first time or for the first time in a while. And like I said, we've expanded the champions, so hopefully a new twist on an old favorite.
All right, and again, I'm sure people are going to be very excited for that.
Yeah, we hope so.
All right, and then let's go ahead and go into some community news, and I'll talk about what's happening in the realm. So this weekend, just in case you guys need some help with your event passes, we have a double XP event pass experience weekend, so you guys can go ahead and grind out those ruby skins, or if you haven't already started, now's a great time to start.
Late start.
And then we are going to be hosting a Reddit AMA for any questions that the community might have. We don't have a determined date right now, but the Reddit AMA will be going up after PTS. So go ahead and follow r/Paladins game and keep an eye out for that in our socials, and we'll keep you guys updated on that.
Sounds fun.
And then going on, we have Prime Gaming right now. Be sure to claim your Prime Gaming. You're already paying for Amazon, so go ahead and,
collect some Paladin swag.
Yeah. And right now it is Brimstone Grok. So go ahead and claim that before it's too late and you never see him again.
Gurk.
Looks pretty sinister. Deep reds and stuff.
Yeah, it gives me a lot of Doom vibes.
I can see that.
All right, and then going forward, keep an eye out in the future. We are planning to do a Recruit a Friend event. We'll have more information at a later date, so follow our socials to keep updated. But we can show you a little bit of the reward that you would get for recruiting a friend, getting your friends to play Paladins, with the White Dragon albino mount.
I think it's like Frost Eyes, Cold Dragon, something like
Pale
that.
Eyes.
Pale Eyes Frost Dragon.
Yeah.
That's right. And it's a great opportunity if you have friends who haven't ever played Paladins to show them the game, or if they haven't played in a while, to bring them back. Playing games with your friends is one of the best ways to play.
Yeah, and you get a free mount. So
And a sweet mount, too. I'd read this.
Quite chilling.
I like the... It is. We still got some fire breath, though. That's interesting.
Oh, yeah.
all right, and then a last bit of community news. Today we have a hotfix going out. It should already be live, and we'll have we should have the hotfix notes up right now, or should be coming up soon. So go ahead and check that out on our Paladins website. But it's to target some of the bugs the community's been concerned with, addressing audio issues with Ceres, and Lex being turned on, whether you like it or not. He's back.
Yep.
Oh, shame.
Yeah, that went out early this morning. Thanks to our team who rose with the dawn to see it out. But yeah, that's live.
Yeah, they get up mad early. All right. So now with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the event pass.
Nice.
The Starforged event pass. And just to go off, this event pass is, I think it's really cool.
Yeah, we got some great stuff in there.
I love the whole, space theme that we're going for with this. And honestly, one of my favorite skins in this one, and probably one of my favorite skins in the game entirely, the Cosmic Titan Terminus skin.
Yeah, the Cosmic skins are really cool because they just look cool, but they allow the RR team to apply that really cool kind of space stars texture to the models, and that is my aesthetic for sure. Blue and gold's a cool color combination as well.
It looks so nice, and I'm just a sucker for big, bulky dudes with hammer axe.
Aren't we all?
But he looks great in game.
I really like the I don't know, planetary or kind of like astrology looking orb in the top of his weapon. That's really cool. He's a beefy boy.
Right, and then I think we can go in game to check out what he looks like in game.
Nice.
He looks so great. The blue and gold really is.
It's a classic combination.
Mm-hmm.
Looks really sharp.
He looks so clean. He honestly looks like some sort of action figure that I would have had back then.
I could see that. The little separatable axe that you put in his hands. Nice getting to see. I like the after trail of his weapon as well. That looks cool.
That is really nice. And then now that's gotta be my favorite special effect there.
Very.
It's the black hole.
The effect teams killed it.
Absolutely.
This looks great. The black hole is really cool too.
Ooh, cool spray.
One of the sprays from the battle pass. Or his vent pass, sorry.
Yep. Thematic to this skin. I want to see him in action.
Oh, he's gonna have to die.
No.
Bye.
Joke's on you. That's cool.
Poor Cassie.
Not like this.
Black holes do look really nice.
Yes.
Fill the space well as well.
But yeah, so this will be the instant unlock, I believe, for the event pass. So once you get the event pass, you'll automatically get
This is yours.
this skin. And we can actually go and listen to some of his voice lines right now.
Nice.
You are a mere twinkle within my void. Superstellar, yes. I am the vessel of destruction. You
So that was
shine
funny.
bright
I'm not
like
sure
my
how I
favorite
feel
star.
about getting called,
Cost of
twinkle,
your
because
action.
makes me kind of angry.
He's definitely cosmically powerful and a little on the mad side.
Yeah,
is
and
our
this will be his recolor. the Supernova Terminus skin.
Nice.
In case you don't like blue, we also have red and
Yeah.
orange. And so this one has definitely more of a fire thematic going on, and like, you know, the sun, and it looks really sick too.
Yeah, you can do gender reveals depending on which variant of the skin you use, which is a nice bonus.
Mm-hmm.
I like the high temperature aesthetic.
Yeah.
All right. And then moving on to our other skin that's featured in the Starforged event pass, Mazen.
That's right. This is kind of a variant. So obviously, this is not your normal looking Jin. This is a variant of a timeline where Jin is not only a female, but also a cosmic power in that realm, known as Mei Jin instead of just Jin.
Now, it's the same model and everything. It's just a different character, or
So it is a different model, different, I think, rig, but the same, like a related backstory, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is so with Atlas, we had this idea of multiple timelines, and this is from a different one where a comparable power to Genos is instead Mei Jin here.
And this skin will have a slightly smaller hitbox. No, I'm just kidding.
Pay to win? No,
Yes.
no, never at high res.
and yeah,
Man,
wow, she also looks great. Huge fan of the sword.
Yeah, even if for some reason you don't like the skin, the sword, you can always carry the sword over to a different character.
very different use of a similar color scheme. And then the blade is kind of a point of similarity. I like the kind of bindings on the upper legs as well. That turned out really well.
Yeah, with the effects, it
Yeah.
looks really nice.
I would not want to mess with Mei Jin.
It doesn't look that tough. I'm sure you could take her, Fish.
I'm going to have to use way more of the buff bucks if I'm going to start taking on Paladins champions one-on-one.
I love the effects on the sword.
And that glow, there's a lot of cool effects in this. Really nice work.
Yeah, that like deep cosmic purple
Yeah.
is so nice. Very ethereal.
Yeah, absolutely.
The billow effects are always some of my favorite parts about new Zen skins,
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh my god, I love her nails. Clean.
Impeccable.
Yeah, I think we can also listen to some of her voice lines, because I'm sure she has all new voice lines as well.
Let's hear how she turned out.
Funny. I remove one thread, and the tapestry of your life just unravels. Excellent! Tessa! I am a goddess. Infinite cosmos of understanding. But seriously, what is an updog?
Cosmic power, a little bit of lack of awareness.
Have you ever fallen for the "what's up, dog" thing?
I'm sure when I was a kid many times. Plus, I hear at the top of that map skybox the word gullible is written.
Oh gosh.
And so this is the recolor for Meijin,
I might
the
like this
Nova
better.
Meijin skin.
Yeah, the green hair and green weapon. Mei Jin's in. She brings it.
I'm a huge fan of this this color too.
Yeah.
I like the scene too. She has like a planet in the palm of her hand. That's really cool.
Oh, those are planets.
All right.
I might mix and match the weapons between the two skins.
I can see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love how this turned out.
I would love to see cosplays of Meijin. It's a cool,
Yeah.
really cool outfit, honestly.
And we love bringing the gender bends as well. So more identity there to the champion.
And I'm sure like everyone's happy about it too.
I certainly am.
All right. And then we can go ahead and go talk about another new skin that's coming. Personally, my favorite one in this update, And it is the Cuddly Yagarath.
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 This is this turned out so well. Like it seemed like a bit of a risk, but man, this may be one of the best skins we've ever made. I can't wait to see it in game. It's so good.
Here's the real question: is when are we coming out with a toy of this?
I mean, as soon as we can get them in production, I am down.
It's like a worm on string.
But like made of like felt and just so plush.
I love this skin.
The little dolls too. It's so like creepy cute.
It's very fitting. Yeah, he has like weird googly eyes. I love the colors. They're very bright.
Yeah.
I
It's
just
kind of
noticed
ridiculous.
the buttons
Yep.
too.
Will absolutely wreck your day and look ridiculous doing it.
Yeah, if I got destroyed in a game by that.
Showing off some emote.
Now this is a BM skin. If I got beat by this, that's my whole day gone.
Hard to hold your head high. It's so playful though.
I don't like Yago, but even I can enjoy this emote.
Thanks to our
Oh,
camera dancing with it too.
Yes.
It looks like a kid's wallpaper.
it does.
Nice.
Oh, that
Bunkered
looks
down. Little pillow fort
Go
action.
for it. This is so cute.
Every part of this is amazing. I really like too when we take a big change in tone from like a serious Devourer, and then it's like, nope.
And then
Something
go
you'd see
to
in a
more
nursery.
lighthearted route.
Yep.
Could be about.
Or vice versa, just like mix it up.
Yeah, I
Players
loved
like different
the,
aesthetics.
Corrupted IO from a couple patches ago.
Yep. Another great example. Doesn't even look like you're in trouble necessarily, but you very much are.
Yeah, this is such a BM skin. This is almost as bad as the hot dog skin from Smite. I can't. Getting destroyed by a worm on string and then only for them to do the caramel dancing on me.
The skin buffs Yagarath's tilt on the enemy player, so.
And then we also have voice lines, because believe it or not, this thing can talk.
Deathly screaming must mean everyone's having so much fun! Yippee! Don't stop now! A joke? Oh, Yago's too tired to tell one. Yago is a ball! I love you! Yago's incredible! Yago's incredible! Yippee!
This is strangely nightmarish.
Hey,
Yeah.
I love it.
it's like a creepy cute in a way.
Yeah. It's a bit of that uncanny valley where on a cute thing it would be cute, but because like, it's a devastating monster, that contrast.
In the game, it's cute. If I saw this
Yeah.
in real life, I'm moving. I'm out of here.
I don't know.
Lie down, play dead.
I heard Yago loves me, so maybe everything's fine. Kind of a codependent love, I think.
All right. And then we can go ahead and start moving on. We have a new Bounty Store skin to talk about too.
Heyo.
We have Yellow Jacket Willow. And correct me if I'm wrong, but this was one of those skins that Willow hadn't gotten a skin in a long time.
Yes.
Yeah. And this is kind of a color variant on a theme we had tried before, and it really plays out this kind of insectoid, like scary wasp aesthetic. I really like how it hits.
Oh, it looks so cool in game.
Yes. I'm a big Willow fan, so I was excited when the original one came out. So this recolor also looks amazing. So I'll definitely be using it.
Doesn't even really have feet. Got those little like pincers on the end, and that's it.
This is a really cool skin, but it also like activates my fight or flight, you know?
Yeah.
And like I want to throw a shoe.
I'm deathly afraid of. I mean, not deathly afraid. I'm pretty afraid. I'm a little wuss when it comes to stinging insects in real life. But this one, I think I could face my fears. Kind of be the thing that scares. Like Batman.
I appreciate the pun. I'm terrible with them. All right. But yeah, overall, I love this recolor. And then moving on, we have a new DLC, and we have the Interstellar Horse.
Stallion, yeah. I knew him.
Majestic, much more majestic than a horse.
like kind of traveling through a cosmic gate, maybe from that same timeline of Mei Xin.
Man, who needs a Tesla? If I just had this.
Bladed horse barding with a like stellar horse. Really good stuff. Also, I think this would go well with a lot of the gold skins just because of the aesthetic there.
Oh yeah, I would love to see huge guy Terminus. Little horse.
I always feel bad for the horse when someone like Terminus is riding on it.
Horse can carry a lot.
I love
It'll
the
be all right.
armor
Yeah.
and the details in it.
Got some creatures on its flanks and on its chest.
And then moving on, we have 2 gold skins coming up. First off, we got Gold Tira for anyone that's, put the time in and mastered her. And again, I'm always a fan of the gold and black. Gold and anything, really. But yeah, she looks great. I can say that I hate going against Tira. So anyone that has this skin, I'm dodging.
That weapon looks really good too. Like how that turned out. I'm also just a sucker for capes, so big black cape. Digging it.
Yeah,
But
it
no
looks
capes.
really great. And then we also have Gold Victor, who, again, I also hate seeing in my games.
It's a cool golden bayonet we got undermounted there, and a little detail on the ammo clip.
Does look cool. I like his palindrome, or his shoulder piece.
Yeah. Pauldron, I think. Is what you're
Pauldron,
looking
that's
for.
what it is.
Yeah.
Palindrome's the word thing.
Yeah.
Pauldron, yeah, it looks really nice. The big knife.
He's got a big golden collar too. That feels fitting.
It's very intimidating.
He definitely does not skip workouts.
All right. And that does it for the skins. So let's go ahead and get to what everybody is excited for.
Oh,
And I need everyone to sit down, calm down, drink some water. Because I saw you guys on social media, and you guys are crazy.
A bit thirsty.
Not even a bit, but... All right. And we can go ahead and talk about or show off our newest champion, Caspian.
Let's take a look.
So, how did you get this?
A gentleman never tells.
That's why I'm asking you, Caspian.
You know me so well. It was just left lying around, totally unguarded, for anyone to find. Can you even imagine?
No.
Well, is it even that important? After all, finders keepers.
Something tells me you're going to be in a lot of trouble for taking this.
Sounds like fun. Care to join me?
Oh,
So that's Caspian.
yeah, I know. Trust me.
I don't think Caspian minds the thirst, to be perfectly honest.
He can take whatever he wants, honestly. But no, I love that cinematic. I have to give shout outs to all of our cinematics lately. They have been so cool.
Yeah. Really shows kind of the inner workings of the character.
And so let's go ahead and talk about Caspian.
Yeah. So Caspian is our newest flank in Paladins. He is a treasure hunter. He has a flair for the dramatic. What you see there is these 2 artifact relic weapons that he may have liberated, amongst many other treasures he has discovered and redistributed. So one of them he transforms into a pistol, and the other one he transforms into a rapier. And we will hear a little bit more about that as we get into his kit. But playful, daring, dashing rogue with a flair for the dramatic is Caspian, our newest champion of the realm. Look at that winning smile and those arms. Caspian is cut.
I mean, listen, as the community person and social, like, you know, watching social media all the time, yeah, I can agree with everyone on social media that he's a very handsome, swashbuckling. Sorry, I got distracted by his beautiful eyes.
He's so pretty. Just draw you right in.
All right, let's get into the game. Show off what he can do. And there he is on that pale eyes frost dragon mount.
Pale steed. So his left click, his gun, it is named Love, and consumes 3 ammo every 0.85 seconds, dealing 350 damage per shot, and can slow enemies by 10% for 2 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. And it is fully effective up to 100 units. And this weapon, as can be seen on screen, also shares, as mentioned earlier, the ammo pool with his right click, which is the sword. And every hit with the in-hand, the gun will give you a stack that can stack up to 5 times, which will reduce the, reduces the rate of fire in between shots. So you will be able to swing your sword faster for every stack you build up on hitting someone with your gun.
And that takes us to his alternate fire, where his left hand carries love, his right hand holds war. War is the name of his rapier. It has an attack chain. It deals up to 350 damage per hit. It's fully effective up to 65 units. It's essentially a small cone area in front of him. It does 1 hit, 3 hits. Similarly, there is a synergy with the gun where the more enemies you hit with the rapier, you build up sharp momentum, which increases the fire rate of love by 8% per stack for 5 seconds, up to a maximum of 5 stacks. So you fire with the gun, the sword gets better. You hit with the sword, the gun gets better.
Yep. And then his first ability, his Q ability, if you build up stacks, you will see that there are stack counters above each weapon, Love and War. There's also a little arrow counter if you start building up stacks that will appear above the Q ability, and for every stack you have, it increases the movement speed of the projectile that you spawn with your Q. And as long as you have at least 1 stack, it will stun enemies. If not, it slows them a little bit. And even though each in-hand can build up to 5 stacks, your projectile only can benefit from up to 8 stacks.
Yeah, out of the 10. So then that takes us to his movement ability, Deadly Momentum. This is going to be a forward-facing dash. You're going to go quite a bit forward. You're going to deal damage about 300 and knock back any enemies hit. At the end of it, you will stop and whirl in place with the blade. That will deal 450 damage to enemies in range. And for each enemy you hit with this, it reduces the cooldown by 1 second for this ability for the next time you use it. It also increases the I believe it increases the damage. I'm thinking of a talent. You can refire the ability early to stop and whirl before you reach the final destination of the dash. So you can kind of, at any point in between, cut into the whirl.
And that finally leaves us with his final thing, his ultimate, aka Storm of Blades, which you will, when used, will summon 5 ethereal swords around you. Which will then be fired off if you use either your in-hand or off-hand, so Love of War. If we could maybe see that in game.
Got to get in position.
Taste my sword. A dance of life.
Right, we see the swords.
And again, these swords will shoot off if you shoot either your in-hand or off-hand, Love and War. And these projectiles will pierce enemies as well. So thematically, very cool. Just basically increase in damage that you can output, and any swords not used before the duration, if you don't use any for some reason, then they'll just disappear. So if you activate your ult, you wanna use the swords above your head. They don't get to stay around like Vivian's friends, unfortunately.
Use them or lose them.
And so you said the swords pierce through.
Yes.
If you line them up.
Yeah,
get
that's
quite a
gonna be
bit.
so good when in those chaotic fights on the point.
Yeah.
So it seems like he has a lot of synergy in his kit. It really rewards you for using all of his abilities.
That's right. If you can, so the gun is his bread and butter, along with the damaging ability. And then if you can get in range, interweaving that sword and gun is very effective by design.
He seems like he's going to be a really expressive character to play.
We have had, in playtests, we've had bystanders comment on how fun it is to watch two Caspians get in sword range of each other and then do a little duel. Like, that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I feel like everyone who plays Caspian is going to play him a little bit differently.
Yeah.
And then we can go ahead and talk about his talents.
Yeah, first up, we have Measured Cadence. This is going to affect his damaging ability. So what it's going to do is every 6 ammo that are consumed, you're going to fire a weaker version of the rogue's tempo in the direction you're aiming. So get a little bit more damage out of that one.
Maybe we'll see it in game, maybe we won't. His second talent is Everywhere at Once. The cooldown of your movement ability is permanently set to 5 seconds and can't be modified, so increased or decreased, and you then now gain a stack of piercing movement or your deadly movement, so either of your stacks for hitting anyone with the first part of your movement ability.
And then last up, it's got some heft. This is going to affect his offhand. The rapier gains increased range and increased damage, but it is slower. It will also gain piercing, and it will get a kind of combo benefit where the more enemies who are hit by the single fire of it, they will deal increased damage to each of them, depending on how many were hit.
That one sounds like the one I would go for.
Yep. Yeah.
Anything that makes my damage numbers go up, that's what I'm taking.
It's definitely the talent to play if the enemies are trying to stack on top of each other, or you have, multiple people, multiple tanks, multiple healers. It'd be a great talent to fight them with.
Yeah, the more confident you are in closing that range, the more this is going to benefit you.
Mm-hmm. I'm definitely going to use that to take down all the Victor players.
Got a kind of grudge match going on here.
So, yeah, here we see the first talent being used, and 6 ammo being consumed from either your in-hand or offhand will, as mentioned, shoot off a weaker projectile version of the Q projectile. And it also, I believe, gets the same benefits and can stun. Don't remember 100%.
It definitely doesn't stun at the full duration. I'm pretty confident of that.
Yeah.
And then we also have some voice lines you can play. There's his emotes.
Cool weapons, huh? They can be all kinds of shapes, you know. But I'll only need these today.
Anything sounds sexy,
Magnificent. You could learn a thing or two from me. A marvel indeed. You are a snow leopard amongst geese. Whoa, watch the stabbing. At least buy me a drink first.
That's my first time hearing that one as well.
Yeah, it's
like,
getting hot in here.
Caspian called me a snow leopard, you guys. I think he likes me.
this.
All right, and then coming with Caspian, we also have a set of recolors. First one being the Free Spirit Caspian skin, where he gets this more cooler toned look. To him.
A little lower temperature, but still smoldering with those eyes.
Yeah, definitely. He has more of a spectral feel with this one.
The different color scheme made me suddenly notice he's got 2 weapons, and he still has a dagger on his belt. You never know when you might need a third.
Well, he mentioned those were the only 2 weapons he brought with him. So
And then we have a Change of Heart Caspian, which will be the, I believe, Season Pass reward. And this one, you know, I feel like people are really going to go crazy for this one.
Something, horny Caspian?
Yeah, I can see it.
I like the energy channeled into into even his flesh. Like, that's very cool.
It is a really cool detail. I enjoy the demonic look, and I think it fits his weapons really well.
Yeah, good blend with the energy that they're constructed from.
And they also took off his shirt, so
right. That's not bad either.
And then going on, we have Gold Caspian, ready for all of you guys who are excited to play Caspian and master him.
Who will get it first?
It's not a competition.
Unless
or
it
is it?
It's a competition. His shoes look so cool.
I'm a big boots fan.
I'm a fan. Again, anything gold and black always looks good.
Ooh, I like the white of the weapons there. That turned out nice. It's a good contrast.
You know he stole that clothing, though.
Paying for it would be an insult to his skills.
I'm going to get a face tattoo like him. Think I could pull it off?
That is a bold choice for a public-facing position. But hey, you do you.
Listen, no one will ever forget me.
Express yourself. Works for Caspian.
But as for the update, that is pretty much everything that we have to cover in the Constellations update. We will have a lot more to talk about in the weeks coming. And hopefully we can have a PTS up this weekend for all of you guys to try it and get your hands on Caspian, so you guys can, try and play the new swashbuckler, the new hot boy in town.
That he is.
As far as that's everything we got to talk about today. I hope you guys all have a great day. Thank you for watching. And keep an eye on our socials for updates on PTS. And we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for playing.
Wow.